But first, breaking tonight, the U.S. Supreme Court hands President Trump a major defeat. Justices ruling 6-3. The president does not have the authority to impose tariffs under emergency powers. President Trump says the justices who voted against him are, quote, a disgrace to our nation, fools and lapdogs for rhinos. And he is working on ways around the ruling. He says he'll have a solution. We have Fox team coverage. Peter Ducey has additional reaction to the decision from the White House. We begin tonight with Fox News chief legal correspondent, anchor of Fox News Sunday, Shannon Bream. Good evening, Shannon.
Good evening, Brett. Well, the president says he is deeply disappointed in the court, but he's not deterred. And while he's moving forward with Plan B, he's not missing the opportunity to take some shots at the justices who did not rule in his favor today.
I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
Those harsh words aimed at two of the president's own Supreme Court nominees, along with the other four justices who joined them in finding the president does not have the power to levy tariffs under the International Economic Emergency Powers Act, or IEEPA. Chief Justice John Roberts writing for the majority. The president asserts the extraordinary power to unilaterally impose tariffs of unlimited amount, duration, and scope. He must identify clear congressional authorization to exercise it. Finding none, the majority concluded, we hold that IEEPA does not authorize the president to impose tariffs. One of the president's nominees, Justice Gorsuch, pointed to Congress as the rightful authority on something as sweeping as these tariffs. Quote, the day will come when those disappointed by today's result will appreciate the legislative process for the bulwark of liberty it is. Another one of the president's nominees, Justice Kavanaugh, disagreed with the court's finding and called out the majority for failing to spell out what happens next. Quote, the court says nothing today about whether, and if so, how, the government should go about returning the billions of dollars that it has collected from importers. But that process is likely to be a mess. The group that successfully represented a number of small businesses in this case says it'll establish a centralized database to help businesses navigate efforts to get refunds through the Court of International Trade and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. So we're still awaiting other rulings from the court on the boundaries of the president's executive power, including things like whether he can fire a member of the Federal Reserve Board. There's also the upcoming case on birthright citizenship. It's going to be argued April 1st, and we now know the president won't be in the courtroom because, Brett, he is scheduled to be in China.
Okay,